Alabama. Good football still ahead of you today.
In a variety of different ways. And the fact that you can come into someone else's house, the big physical defensive line, and own them at the point of attack, the way the Aggies did in the second half, that's going to help them over the long term.
Alex Collins is the running back. He's got blockers to the left. They give it to him. He stopped. Aggies win. Julian Obioha, number 95, defensive end. First Aggie there.
Watch the crossing route.
Allen fires. Knocked down. It's over. Arkansas had won 5 straight, but Texas A&M is 4-0 for the 3rd straight year.
Play action. Allen looking end zone. Intercepted, and that'll end the game. Armani Watts, the exclamation point. Texas A&M does it again to Arkansas. This time a 5-man rush. Story with a shot down the sideline, and it's intercepted. Donovan Wilson playing center field comes over and ends the game for A&M.
Almost intercepted. Buddy Johnson had to get away from his hands.
60 yards, passing, 3 touchdowns, ran it for 32 more yards.
After 9 years straight of Arkansas losing to Texas A&M, this year can be completely different, and I'm about to tell you why. For starters, Arkansas actually has an identity on offense and a decent defense, and I believe that they're better than their record even shows that they are. But for Texas A&M, I don't believe their record shows who they are. I do not believe in Texas A&M's offense right now. Their defense is solid, but scoring points is something that they have not grown accustomed to this year, and I believe Arkansas can exploit that with their dual threat quarterback, and I believe their defense is going to be able to hold that anemic offense to a low showing of points, and we're going to see a whole new game. And that's why I'm picking the Arkansas Razorbacks to upset Texas A&M and win for the first time since 2011. Now for the second most anticipated game of the weekend, we have the pretty pedestrian looking Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the 1-1 Wisconsin Badgers. Now I believe this game is going to be very close for a couple of reasons. For one, I do think Notre Dame is a competent team, but they haven't showed it in any other games that they've played this year. But against Wisconsin, Wisconsin's offense really isn't that good unless Graham Mertz is firing on all cylinders. And the reason I think Notre Dame could win this game is Graham Mertz making the same errors he made against Penn State, not being able to convert, dropping the ball, turnovers, and all those types of things. And I think that's the only way Notre Dame actually wins this game. If it's a clean fight, I think Wisconsin wins this game. So it really comes down to the turnovers, and that's what I'm picking this game off of. And with that being said, I have Wisconsin beating Notre Dame at home in a very close game, 27-20. Their defense gets it done. Graham Mertz does enough on offense to beat the Fighting Irish, and Notre Dame plummets in the rankings. Wisconsin moves up to where they should be. Next, we have Oklahoma State versus Kansas State. Now, Kansas State just entered the AP poll rankings as the 25th best team, And Oklahoma State is actually not ranked, but they are 3-0 with 3 decent showings. But honestly, in all their games, they really underperformed, I think, against inferior opponents, which is probably why they're not in the top 25. That's why they're not in my top 25. Kansas State isn't in my top 25 either. In their games, they haven't really played any really good teams other than Stanford, which won against USC. So I guess that's why they were put in the top 25 by the AP poll. But I think if they win this game, I'll probably end up putting them in the top 25 if they play well and win this game convincingly and don't look sloppy doing it. And with that being said, I have Oklahoma State winning 23-21 at home against Kansas State. I think they pull it off, and I really think this team comes together a little bit. Their defense shows up a little bit more than it has in the past, and they hold Kansas State, which they are missing their starting quarterback, which I believe if they have Thompson, they'd win this game, and they'd honestly probably look better in the rest of the games that they have played, and they'd be higher in the rankings right now. But without him, they are what they are, and they lose to Oklahoma State in my mind. And now for our final game of the week, I have Oklahoma against West Virginia. And the reason I think that this is going to be one of the top 4 games this week is because West Virginia just came off a win against Virginia Tech. That was the first quality win this year. And I also believe that West Virginia has always been like a thorn in OU's side, just like a sleeper that can knock them off. But in this game, I believe Oklahoma honestly starts to play more like they're supposed to, like their defense steps up, and I think their offense gets more done than it has in the past, especially this year. And I believe that they're going to come out and play a solid game, and I think the Mountaineers are going to come out and play a really good game in the first half, but in the second half, I think OU starts to take off a little bit, and that's going to be the deciding factor in this game. And with that, I have Oklahoma winning 34-17 against the Mountaineers. I believe West Virginia scores that 17 points in the first half, and Oklahoma probably scores 17 as well. And then the second half, OU just takes control. Lincoln Riley says he's done with this, and they get going, and they pull away, and they start to become the Oklahoma that everyone thinks that they would be. Alright guys, now that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I did want to share what my records were with all my predictions so far. I'm 6-3 so far this year, so I'm going to be updating that in every single video I do after the week. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how I did in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.